First thing you shouldn't do is try to cross a barbed wire fence.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bill. Welcome to Celebrating Farm Life. I'm over here at my jump pile, one of my jump piles, getting some T-posts so we can go ahead and fence in that upper garden so we can keep the deer out of it. We do have our potatoes planted. We planted them and showed y'all in the last video. Gotta go ahead and get that fence up, y'all. Them potatoes is gonna start sprouting soon, and need to go ahead and get a fence up to keep them protected, because if y'all remember what happened last year, these deer ate everything in that garden to the ground. And we tried everything from lights, motion activated stuff, trash bags, alarms, radios, pretty much anything you can think of except the electric fence. Let me go ahead and get these in the Kubota and get them up there to the garden. All right, y'all, I had to go get me a hat on. It is raining again. As soon as I got those T-posts loaded, it started raining again. So as y'all can see, we're up here in the upper garden. The one I just cleaned off, that's about 15, 20 something feet on the upper garden. So y'all can see this morning I went through with the excavator and made kind of a straight line all the way down to where y'all see them white bags hanging in the tree down there. And then I cleared straight over to the bags and then back up the other side over there. So I'm going to bring the electric fence. It's going to be pretty nice. It's going to be pretty nice. Mikey actually made a good suggestion that we could just get rid of those two gardens down there and just use this one garden, make it this one big garden, because there's quite a few acres up here I could clean off, and it's nothing but mostly little tiny trees. There's a couple of big ones mixed in with it, but it's mostly just old scrub oaks and little hickory trees coming up and a couple pine trees, stuff like that. Morely oak and hardwoods. So you never know, we might just turn this into about a 2 or 3 acre garden or something up here. That way we can plant some corn, we can plant sweet potatoes, we can plant peas, we can plant everything in one spot. That would be very convenient. I did go over there to the pile of stuff that I dug up, you know, the trees and the limbs and stuff like that. I've been piling them over there and pushed that back a little bit so I could get up here and put that fence up. So let me go ahead and get a few. Y'all can hear the rain on my hat. So I'm not gonna stay out here too long. I got these coculars in, I can't get them wet, and I don't want to get wet, I don't want to get sick. But our sweet potatoes are right here. I hit one of the stakes with a limb when I was dragging it through with the excavator. There's 4 rows of potatoes there, excuse me. Red potatoes and Yukon Gold, excuse me, not sweet potatoes. We are starting our sweet potatoes and going ahead and get some sweet potato slips. We haven't started them yet, but I'm going to probably pick them up today, and I'll show y'all that. So it's shaping up really good. The soil is looking a lot better. Down there it's a little more sandy than it is up here. You can see it start getting darker up here because it's got more nutrients in it. That down there does need working up. Y'all can see at the very end, it's a little bit sandy down there. So I want to go ahead and get some of them wood chips worked in, stuff like that. Y'all, I'm not certain if I'm going to get anything done. Y'all hear that rain? I'll be soaked in about 10 or 15 minutes. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and quit with this and head back down to the house, y'all. Sit on the porch. I just had to stop on the way down the driveway and show y'all. Look at our plum trees, y'all. We just had a good cold front come through. And we had 3 days back to back that it dipped down to about 28, 29 degrees at night. And y'all, these things were already bloomed out and budded out, and I was petrified that it was going to kill every bud on it and we wasn't going to get no plums this year. And I crossing my fingers that we ain't going to have no more cold snaps come through or frost or anything before Easter and hurt any of this, because y'all, it is, I believe once it gets the fruit on it, once it starts getting a little bud on it and it has got to a certain stage, I believe it will be okay if you have a little cold snap come through, but certainly not at this stage when it's got the fresh buds on it and the blooms on it. The cold would kill it, a frost or something like that. So this blueberry bush has already budded out. No blossoms or blooms on it yet, but it has budded out. But my main concern was the plum trees right now. And they seem to be doing good. They seem to be doing really good. So, crossing my fingers, y'all, because that's my favorite plant fruit on the whole property. I love these plums. I just wanted to show y'all these two while we're down here at the porch. These are two plum trees that I potted, that I dug up and potted, rooted down here. They were just little sprouts coming out the ground over there by the plum tree, and I've dug them up, and y'all look at it. It is blooming out. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Got two of them. This one did not bud out. All right, y'all, I'm finally back at it. The rain has finally stopped. It's another day. It is a muddy mess. Let me tell you, that rain has came in, and it has rained for pretty much 2.5 days straight now. Nothing. Everything's just a muddy mess around here. So I'm going to go ahead. I still got the T-post loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and start putting this fence up. Just show y'all segments of it, because y'all be bored out of your mind sitting there watching me put all this fence up. So I just bring you along and show you stages of it. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right. That's pole number one of probably about 40. I'm stepping it off with deer. I'm just going to put them about 10 foot apart. That should be plenty just to run the wires across for deer. We're not trying to keep in cattle or anything like that. These things are getting kind of expensive. I think I'm wanting to say they're about $6 a piece now for these are, I believe they were 6 feet. Yeah, I believe I buy nothing but 6-foot posts anymore, except when I use around the pig pen or something. I buy like 4 or 3 foot. I think they're like $6 a piece. So they come in bundles of 5. So you can guess. All right, so we got some firewood cut back here. Got one T-post up. And like I say, I put them 10 foot apart. Got nothing here. Nothing here. There. And here. Right here. As y'all can see, I didn't go straight. I did that intentionally. If you look at it, you see them curve. You see them curve. I'm trying to follow the lay of the land, because I want to come over here to the wood line. I'm probably eventually going to take these 3 trees down right here, use those for firewood. I can burn every one of those. I believe, yeah. Those are oak and hickory, I believe. So what I'm going to do is go straight right beside that stump that's cut off beside the Kubota. Go straight to the woods, and then straight down the woods down there. Cut across over towards the tree with the bags in it, and then come back up the other side. I was gonna tell y'all, I know y'all probably hear me huff and puff or something like that. Y'all, I'm on 2 different types of blood pressure medicine, which I'm trying to get off of. But I got a little bit of overweight here. It don't do no good with my job. I do a lot of riding and driving around, excuse me. And you tend to eat a lot of hamburgers and fast food sitting in your truck. And then riding again, you don't get much exercise, working on buildings and stuff like that. So
I sometimes drive 400 miles a day, 300 miles a day. It just depends on where I'm going. I've actually had to go 120 miles one way, then turn around and pass back by where I just came from and go another 120 miles or something, 30 miles the other way. So just depends. It's summertime now. I'll be getting some of this off, but I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I ain't huffing and puffing. It's real life. This is what real life is. You get out here and you work, and it's a little bit humid. It's cool, but it's a little bit humid this morning from all that rain. So, all right, let's keep on going with the post. Like I say, I'm gonna keep on going that way. I've made it down one side and across one end. So pretty much, basically, I'm gonna say half the garden, because you'll still have to go up the other side and across down at the other end. 16 poles. This is $96 worth of poles. $96 worth of poles just to fence in half of this garden. So y'all can imagine, doing anything on the homestead is sometimes ridiculous for what you have to pay. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous in my mind. So it's going to be, by the time you add the insulators in, there's going to be 3 to 4 insulators per pole. The roll of wire is, I'll have to look at it. I can't remember how many feet it is, if it's 650 or if it's 1,000 foot or something like that roll. I can't remember. If you buy the cheap aluminum, which the deer will tear up almost instantly when they hit it, they'll break it up. You need to get the galvanized. That's what I use, the galvanized one. It's a little more durable, but it does tend the opposite. It breaks your insulators. When the deer hit the galvanized wire, it don't want to break like the aluminum one does, and it can tear a pole down or break an insulator, where the aluminum one, just the wire breaks. But the aluminum is cheaper. It's not very good for conducting electricity. It doesn't do as good a job as the galvanized, in my opinion. But by the time you buy the wire, the poles, the insulators, I believe the roll of wire was 50 something dollars, 53, $54, something like that. I'll have to go back and look. But y'all, you're looking at darn near $300 just to fence in a garden. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Is what it is. That's the times we're in, where everything's been gone up and you can't afford to do anything. But thank goodness I had all these T-posts and I hadn't had to go buy any. And I believe I got enough to finish it up. There's still about 5 or 6 left in the Kubota, and I still got a pile of them behind the barn. So I think I'm good on T-posts, and I've already bought the wire a long time ago. So it is what it is. Y'all see some of them go in a little bit easier. That's where I disturbed the ground with the excavator, and it's not solid ground, but they're not going to go anywhere. They'll hold a fence up. All right, after we get these 4 down, we're gonna have to go do the fun task of going all the way inside the 2 different pastures, go up to the barn and get the T-post out amongst the cows and everything else, because I need probably about 15 more of them, something like that. I hope I got that many. I ain't certain I got 15, y'all. All right, y'all. What do you say we take a break real quick? Oh, I tell you, there ain't nothing like honest work. Honest work. Where you get out here and you actually doing something and you can take a little bit of pride in the work you do. It don't seem like much, but when you picking up that thing, it probably weighs about 25 pounds. Something like that, 20 pounds. Beating these poles in. Good workout. So we are well over halfway now. So let me cut y'all off, go in there, and I think I'll walk in and just, it's gonna be hard, but I think I'll just walk them up the hill and throw them over the fence and then go up here where y'all see me feeding the cows the hay and just pick them up and bring them down here, because I don't feel like fighting Shep and Gracie to get into one pasture, then fighting the cows to get into the second pasture, because everybody seems to want to go in the other one's pasture. So it's what it is. I think I'll just walk in and chunk the post. So, all right, let me get to it. First thing you shouldn't do is try to cross a barbed wire fence. Probably not a good idea. But I don't feel like going all the way down there and walking all the way up. So we're going to try this. Wait. Wait. Typical guy thing, y'all. Try to tote them all at one time. Well, I only got 7 of them. I need about 15. We got to find 7 or 8 more posts somewhere, y'all. Somewhere. I don't know where. Let me get back on this side. Oh well. We'll see what we can find. All right, we're back up here. Y'all, I'm wore out. We ain't done nothing. Boy, definitely, unless you're just adventurous, definitely wouldn't recommend crossing a barbed wire fence. I did manage to find 14 more poles. I had a couple in the garden. So Now I'm gonna have to, when garden season gets here, I'm gonna have to go buy some more T-posts to be able to hold up the cattle panels that we run tomatoes on and stuff. So, feel like Robin Hood, rob from the rich and give to the poor. So now I gotta go buy more T-posts. Show y'all a little trick I learned. Y'all see that one's bent? Not too bad. Straighten it out a good bit. Just put it in the hitch. This one's not very deep. Usually the one on a truck or something's a lot deeper and works a lot better. I just wanted to take a quick minute to talk to y'all about something. These T-posts, you do not have to have a pole driver. They're like $35, $40, something like that for a pole driver. I bought the bigger one because in my opinion, the one that's made for the T-post is really small. And sometimes it hits these things on the front right here and makes it aggravating to hit. So I just went ahead and got the bigger one that's heavier, knocks them down quicker. But I wanted to show y'all something. You can knock these down just as easy. That's that axe we got. With an axe or a sledgehammer or something like that. But y'all, let me warn you right now. Make sure you are wearing eye protection. Because when you are hitting this thing, pieces of this metal will pop off and that'll be the end of your eye. So you want to definitely wear safety glasses if you were using one of these to drive it down. Definitely, because you're just hitting two pieces of steel together on the thing. It's inside of something. You ain't got to worry about nothing that's bad hitting you or anything because it's inside of a piece of pipe. But when you're hitting it just like that, them pieces of metal can shoot off. You don't want that, y'all. I fudged that last one by maybe about a foot, foot and a half, made it a little bit further out, so it's about 11 feet, maybe 11 and a half. So it would match up with the one on the other side for the gate. So that's that. All I gotta do is come hammer these in the ground, start putting insulators on it, start stringing the wire, hook the electric fence charger to it, get the power up here. Coming around, guys, coming around. Let me tell you though, will this completely stop a deer? Shoot, no. A deer can jump over something like a 6 or a 7 foot fence if it wanted to. So this is nothing but deer deterrent. Hopefully we won't get any aggressive deer that really just want to jump over the fence that bad. This fence is 5 foot. I just measured it. It's 5 foot, give or take a couple of inches, because the ground's unlevel. But it's going to be about 5 foot high. Yeah, a deer could jump over that if it wanted to. Like I say, I'm hoping it'll just, I'm going to put some of the flagging tape on the wire to make it more visible to the deer so they won't run through it. Hopefully we can just keep them out. I might have to put some other stuff out here, but I don't think, I hadn't in the other garden down there with all the vegetables and stuff that's in it right now, cabbage and everything, the deer have not jumped the fence. They broke it one time. They ran into it. I think it startled them and they broke it. They didn't eat anything. So hopefully this will work for us up here too. coming to fetch y'all up so y'all can see. All right, not certain how much of this y'all are gonna get. My phone says the battery's dead. It was full charge this morning. So y'all can see how quick a video kills it. Just going around this pasture and the phone's dead. So just recording takes a lot of use from the phone. So it might cut off while I'm going. I'm just gonna go ahead and not stop, not move y'all again. So I'm just gonna go that way and knock down the last 6 of them. So if not, this video might just get cut short. All right, y'all still here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I'll bring y'all back along and show y'all me putting the wire and the insulators on or something. Or it might be in this video and all this video get cut down to 10 minutes. So if I don't get to come back, thank y'all for coming along with me. Hope y'all have a great day. God bless. Never take for granted that everybody knows everything. And always take a few extra minutes to help somebody learn something.
Y'all come back and see us soon.